see the number 12 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Pulls and fires complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the run, it's Frazier. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The lone back's got it. Shakes off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Oh, what a caught! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Thomas. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's dealt. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They want to run it left here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dogs are threatening on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on the first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Turning it on! Quick step and go! The 30! Past the 20! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in! Touchdown, Auburn! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He'll do it himself. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. It is good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on the teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
21, Georgia 6.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
To the air, it's Stockton. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Runs through a tackle. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With new coordinators on both sides of the ball last year, Auburn and Hugh Freeze just never got it going, but they have another talented group of freshmen.
They always recruit extremely well. That's one thing you know about Auburn. They're going to have the talent in the building. The key is it's got to show up on game day. So I think offensively and defensively, David, I think fans are looking for more.
Especially offensively. I mean, just finding that guy at the quarterback spot, obviously dipping into the transfer portal, just getting an offense with a pulse. Hugh Freeze, what he's known for, they got to get that side solidified.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
So now it's second and long. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, hits Simmons.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Singleton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Cobb. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Frazier. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Pickup of 10. That's a 1st down for the offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple couple of scores they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got a man. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the shuffle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Stockton. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
On the move, it's Cobb. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Caught in the backfield, it's Delp. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff to the single running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Second down coming up.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Inside the 25. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
First down.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Splits the uprights right down the middle.
35. Georgia, 16.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Brings up second down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
At the 11-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Georgia.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
Here is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Georgia, 23.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Tosses it incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield. And man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game. And you got to wonder what his confidence is like right now. He's cost his team 9 points so far.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They just keep firing. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! And here they come, almost all the way back. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Branch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
When you have a leader like this guy, you got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in his 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays. He's got the defense on their heels here late.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And how about the defense? They're trying to end this thing themselves. You got to lead. You're in a good spot. 2 sacks in a row, now forcing a 4th down late in this football game.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. To the air, it's Stockton. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.